Hi, welcome back to Far From Eden. It's not a good sign I already can't speak properly. It's because what I'm about to cover today. Um, I apologize. Hopefully everybody has something for nausea, or rage, or both. Um, anyway, welcome back to the channel. Please hit like on your way in and hit subscribe. It'd be great. Let's all make YouTube mad together. So the title of this article, which, full disclosure, I skimmed it. Someone sent it to me thinking, this might be up your alley. Advised me to make sure my blood pressure was okay before I read it. And I was like, it's fine. Like, I know the person who sent it. It's probably not that big of a deal. He's kind of still blue-pilled. I'm working on him. But then I read this and I was like, nope, this is it. But he may not know the real reasons. Let's get into it. Enough teasing. It's called Women Are Getting Married Less and Less, and the Reason Why Might Shock You, by Story. Just noticed that. Story by Amanda Chattel. Story? That's weird. I, once upon a time, before I knew that feminism was evil and careers for women were by and large a waste of time, and all the damage that gets done when we try to act like men and behave in that world. Anyways, once upon a time, I was a little aspiring journalist, and I never was story by. If you're doing a feature article and it's human interest, and it's sort of it's about a person or about that person's struggle, their life, whatever that is, that's a story. You would just say, by so-and-so. So already I'm like, I'm already irritated before we get going, just because of what I know. So let's learn, why are women getting married less? Well, let's find out what they're gonna say. This Amanda, let's see, okay. There was once a very good reason for women to lock it down with a man. Men offered something that we, as women, needed. Men were hunters, providers, and protectors, while women took on the role of child-rearing and maintaining a home. These were our biological roles, the natural order of how things were supposed, it's in quotations in here, that's not me, were supposed to be. And because of that, for a very long time, no one batted an eye. No one batted an eye because everyone knew, yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. And that's the best way that it works. So yeah, no one batted an eye. If batting an eye means decided to just uproot the entire family and be selfish. But let's move on before I bat my eyes. However, as we've clawed as we've clawed ourselves out of that mold and fought against our inherent biology, our need to be married isn't what it used to be. Clawed ourselves out of that mold and fought against our inherent biology? You mean like we fought against our biology because they invented the birth control pill and we clawed ourselves out, so we did it? We women, us, we did it? We clawed our way? Wow. And we were oppressed for so long. If only we would have known that we just needed to claw our way out and fight our biology. So wait, did that change our biology? Oh no, it didn't change it. It didn't change it. It just made it so we can defy it. Is that a great thing? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. As Hannah Rosen wrote in The End of Men, quote, "What if that era has now come to an end?" End quote. Yes, imagine that. The entire human history of women depending on men by... I'm getting so angry and this is the second paragraph, you guys. What if that era has now come to an end? Yes, imagine that. The entire human history of women depending on men being wiped out. Can you even fathom it? Can men stomach such a reality? Well, they should. We all should, because we're living it right now as more and more women realize that marriage isn't a necessity after all. Okay. There's too much to say right now, and I'm sure as we go further, there will be opportunities to pick that BS apart. Can men stomach a reality? I don't know, women. Do you have any idea the kind of things that men have stomached for hundreds of years? Things they stomach every day in jobs that you can't even imagine. You couldn't last one day on an oil rig. You couldn't last one day down in a coal mine. You could not. Can men stomach this reality? I mean, awful, awful woman. But in addition to that realization and awakening that many women are having, there are plenty of other reasons that are contributing to why women are getting married less and less. Here are 10 of them. Okay, we get 10. Oh my. Number 1, there just aren't as many worthwhile guys anymore. As Kate Bullock writes in her piece, All the Single Ladies, the caliber of men has declined greatly. Between increased joblessness and lack of prospects out there for men, there are far more deadbeats than guys worth giving a shot. In other words, marriageable men are few and far between. Bull crap. Bull crapola. Okay. There just aren't as many worthwhile guys anymore. No, there are lots and lots and lots of wonderful men out there. Lots of them. The problem is that women have their heads blown up thinking that they are entitled to deserve this high-value man, which they're probably not calling it a high-value man because they just think it's whatever. It's on their level. That's a lovely phrase that's used. I'm like, on your level? You don't even, never mind. So there are these women that all think that they're going to hold out for the man that makes 6 figures, who's over 6 feet tall, 6-pack abs, whatever's in their head that they are waiting for. And the problem with that is that's a very small percentage of men, right? And it's not, being over 6 feet tall these women are like 5'5", and they're demanding over 6 feet tall, and it's like, you're 5'5". What do you need that for? That's not, and they're demanding over 6 figures, and a lot of these women who are demanding over 6 figures, they don't even know why they're demanding over 6 figures, except they like some kind of lifestyle that they've seen, like, I don't know, Kim Kardashian or some, I don't know, I'm old, whoever's the younger influencer. It's because they think that they need a certain kind of like purse or shoes or whatever, and they want to do, they want to eat at like Michelin star restaurants. It's like, honey, you've never had that life, okay? You only want that life because you've never had it, and you somehow think that if you get it, it means you're valuable. But it doesn't. But these women are holding out for these men that they think are going to choose them. And they think that, as long as I'm like open to it and I'm waiting, it'll happen for me. And it's fine about, the small percentage of men that there are that have those attributes. Math is also not these women's strong suit. So they don't understand, like, there's this percentage of men that are in that category. There are this percentage of women that are demanding that. And there's this other percentage of women who those men would be interested in. And honey, you guys are not in it, because he's looking for somebody that already has a level of class that doesn't say, I need somebody who's making over 100K. That's not how upper class or upper middle class people even speak. So, and the other thing I was going to say, between increased joblessness and lack of prospects out there for men. Listen, I don't want to speak for men, but I have spoken with men, and I feel fairly confident coming to you guys and saying that men are not very motivated right now to go out and seek their fortune like they did once upon a time. They're not interested in going out and getting the job, or that they used to be interested in doing those things because those things get them money. And what does money get them? Women. Now, are there those men like Elon Musk and those kind of men that are just super driven and would do it anyway? Sure, there are. But those are exceptions. By and large, the reason why men would be inspired to achieve and earn, etc., is because they want it for their families. They want it so they can have a wife, a high quality one at that, and so that they can support their family and their children. But you take high quality women out of the picture, and them also knowing that if they do get married, then the children that they have that are the result of that union can easily be taken away from them, and their finances can easily be taken away from them, wiped out. Well, there's no reason to get married. So this whole women are deciding to get married less, that's like saying you can't fire me because I quit. The guys are walking away. The guys are walking away. And yeah, sure, I bet there is increased joblessness because guys are minimizing themselves as targets. The smart ones are minimizing themselves as targets. And so they're not signing government contracts with women so that the women have all the power of the state to take away everything. They're not doing that. And they're not going out and getting the high-powered jobs with, that they work 80 hours a week. For what? For what? Why would they do that? They don't want big houses and sure, a lot of them like cars, sure. But they know, at the end of the day, do they like it enough to work 80 hours a week? Probably not. They did that for their families. And now that that's really not something that interests women, fair enough. Ladies, you're getting what you asked for. So that was number one. At first I thought, we'll just do all 10 and then this would be super long. So let's break it up. We'll do number 2 on the next one. Thanks so much. See you next time.